What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today I want to talk about the Arminius-D. It's a gunsmith weapon that's got a lot of hype going around it because it's so similar to the Doctrine of Passing, but you don't have to win any trials matches to get it. So on first blush, if you look at the stats for this thing, it looks very, very similar to the Doctrine of Passing. However, I think the stats might be lying to us a little bit. Two things right off the bat. You see the magazine size? That is a false statement. It does not have a 48 round mag. In fact, it has a 72 round mag as default. So right off the bat, that looks wrong to me. The aim assist stat also looks wrong. You're going to see an 80 for the Arminius-D and only a 66 for the Doctrine of Passing. In my experience, this just doesn't feel right. When I'm using the Doctrine of Passing, it feels somehow stickier than the Arminius-D does, making it easier to keep tracking opponents and keep getting headshots. So when I'm actually using these two guns side by side, even though the stats say that the Arminius-D has better aim assistance, I'm going to disagree. It just doesn't feel like that in my hands. Now, another thing about this is the recoil. The recoil on the Doctrine of Passing is very, very manageable, especially if you're lucky enough to have some really good perks on it. Now, mine does not have the amazing persistence counterbalance combo on it. Instead, I've got Rodeo as my last perk. I'm still waiting for that perfect roll Doctrine of Passing. But as you can see here in these clips, the recoil looks pretty manageable on the Doctrine of Passing because it's straight up and down. It floats a little bit to the right, but it's mostly straight up and down. On the Arminius, it's much more horizontal. It goes hard off to the left and makes it a lot more difficult to actually keep that gun trained on an opponent's head, which gives it a longer time to kill, in my opinion. So I know a lot of people are excited for this week's roll of the Arminius-D, but I'm going to tell you, I'd honestly hold on to this order for now. I'd wait till next week, the week after, to see if we could get better rolls from the gunsmith, because the rolls it has right now, when you compare them to the Doctrine of Passing, sure, crowd control is a really appealing perk. But the Doctrine of Passing with persistence and with rodeo or counterbalance, it just feels much more manageable. It feels much more like a laser beam. It's very, very easy to sustain fire on an opponent's head, even when they're moving. And I just don't feel like that is the case with the Arminius. I feel like I have to control that gun's recoil a lot more, and even when I'm doing so, I feel like a lot more shots go around my opponent's head and don't actually connect. So to me, this isn't the roll that it appears to be. Even when you compare the guns side by side and you see that, well, yeah, the stability might be a little bit lower, but it shouldn't matter that much. It does matter. The perks on this do matter. It just is not the role it appears to be. So keep looking for that Doctrine of Passing. Keep hoping that it falls for you from Trials of Osiris, or you get it from that chest at the end of Trials of Osiris, and hold on to that package for the Arminius as well. I think that we'll get a better roll further down the road. We definitely want to keep that braced frame roll, but we do want some more stability perks instead of crowd control or instead of reactive reload. So that's it. That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.